శైల గారు, మీ గురించి ఏంటి రూట్ హెల్త్ ఎండి అని అండ్ మీ గురించి కొంచెం చెప్తారా మా ఆడియన్స్కి?
సో నేను ఇంటర్నల్ మెడిసిన్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ చేశాను. ఫర్ 20 years I did as a primary care physician. మీకు తెలుసు కదా, జనరల్ ఫిజిషియన్ అంటారు. సో జనరల్ ఫిజిషియన్ చేశాక ఎప్పటి నుంచో, టు బి ఆనెస్ట్, లైక్ చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేను చైల్డ్హుడ్ నుంచే నాకు ఇటు న్యాచురల్ హీలింగ్ ఇవంటే చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అనమాట. సో ఎలా అసలు డాక్టర్ అయ్యానంటే, ఫస్ట్ మై మదర్స్ డ్రీమ్ was to see me as a doctor. మా మదర్ అంత ఎక్కువ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లేదు. సో షీ సెడ్ మై డాటర్ హ్యాస్ టు బి వెల్ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ అనేది. చిన్నప్పుడు నేను 15 years ఏజ్ అప్పుడే మెడికల్ కాలేజ్లో సీట్ వచ్చింది నాకు. సో ఆ టైంలో నాకు పెద్ద తెలియదు అనమాట ఏంటి మెడిసిన్ ఏంటి. సో బికాస్ దట్స్ హర్ డ్రీమ్. ఓకే, మేబీ నేను డాక్టర్ కావాలేమో అని డాక్టర్ అయ్యాను. తర్వాత దెన్ ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అనమాట. దిస్ ఈస్ really a field where I can serve people and where I can heal people. This is an opportunity for me. Then I realized, it's maybe that's why I'm here on this planet, to do some healing. Then the initial path was to be in the medical school, go to the medical school, and then I really developed deep interest in healing. For the first 20 years, I came here, I was really very busy, and to be honest, I'm embarrassed to admit, I used to eat so much fast food. And I developed my own health problems. Okay. I didn't know how to cook. I came and I was busy with my exams and my children. So then I got into very severe life-threatening problem actually. So I had a very low platelets in my early 30s. I was in the hospital. They told my husband she has only 50% chance of survival. So that was an eye-opener for me. I said, oh my God, what am I doing? I knew I was doing something totally wrong. I had no idea what the healthy food is in those days. Then fortunately, at that time, I met with a group because one of my clients was actually from that group. So I went to their group, and then in that group, I met, this used to be called the Raw Food New England group. They don't have that group anymore. They changed the name. So all they were eating was raw food. Like 80% of, more than 80% was raw food. I'm like, what is it? How can you eat like without cooking? I was quite intrigued by what they were doing. So they were so nice. They gifted me the books, like, so no, you have to read this and all. Then I'm like, I don't do anything like this in my life. All I do is like go fish burger, McDonald's sandwiches. So then I said, okay. I started shopping all the healthy foods and started like, admiring the nature. I don't even know what the nature was in those days, like, oh, you have to be in nature to sync, natural rhythms into your body. And so that's how I got introduced. But I was a regular conventional doctor at that time. I'm like, okay, then let me start it. Then I started digging more research, and I found this holistic healing for the physicians, some course. Then I went into that course, and there I met several people in San Diego, and they were talking about functional medicine and integrative medicine. Just for fun, because we used to get the CME time when I was in my working for my corporation. I said, okay, why not I use all my CME for the holistic healing? So then I took all the courses, and just out of curiosity, it took me 7 years actually to get all the training. Then my children were young, and I didn't want to switch my field. Then when they both went into the college, then I said, they both finished the college, I said, why can't I just do this to heal everybody? And then I started my own clinic. Now what you're seeing is Root Health MD, which means we don't just give the pills. We look at the underlying root causes. Our bodies have this innate healing capacity. Like whatever happens, the body knows how to fix it. That's the beauty of the human body. Any body. So we have to give the right tools for the body to heal. Right? So naturally, like we all have nutrients, like, we don't need to help our body naturally. Our grandparents, great-grandparents, they didn't take any supplements, they didn't know what functional medicine is. They never had any advanced lab testing done. So, but right now, unfortunately, we're all living in this toxic world. We are surrounded by so many toxins. in what we breathe, what we eat, what we even think, and maybe the electronics around us. So everything, so many toxins. So we have to put extra effort to be able to heal our body. So when the toxins enters our body, it depletes a lot of nutrients. It does so much damage. So we have to be extra careful, like what we are eating. Recently, I went and saw one of my friend's mother. She was saying, "Oh, this is too much, Amma. We didn't do anything. మేము మా చిన్న రోజుల్లో ఏమీ చేయలేదమ్మా. ఎందుకు ఇవన్నీ మీకు ఏదో ఒకటి తినేయకుండా మీరు?" అంటే అప్పుడు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారనమాట ఆవిడకి. మీరు చిన్నప్పుడు ఇవన్నీ లేవండి. ఫోన్ మీరు ఒక 10 గంటలు చేతిలో పట్టుకొని ఉన్నారా? కంప్యూటర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి మీరు ఒక 10 అవర్స్ మీరు ల్యాప్టాప్ మీద కూర్చున్నారా? మీరు తాగే వాటర్ ఎంత ప్యూర్ వాటర్ ఉన్నది ఆ రోజుల్లో. ఇప్పుడు మేమే తాగే వాటర్ అంతా క్లోరిన్ కలిపేస్తుంటుంది. సో అట్లా ప్రతి ఒక్కటి ఎక్స్పోజ్ అయిపోతున్నాం అనమాట ఈ రోజుల్లో. ఫుడ్ తినాలంటే ఫుడ్ అంతా ఫార్మింగ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్ కదా. మన గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్ చేసింది. ఈ రోజుల్లో పెస్టిసైడ్స్ ఇదన్నీ లేకుండా ఫుడ్ కావాలంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ ఎన్ ఎఫర్ట్. మీరు గ్రాసరీ స్టోర్కి వెళ్తే చుట్టూ ఆయిల్లోనే సెంటర్లోకి వెళ్ళారంటే అంతా ప్రాసెస్ ఫుడ్డే. 90% ఆఫ్ వాట్ యూ సీ ఇన్ ద గ్రాసరీ స్టోర్ ఈస్ ప్రాసెస్, బికాస్ వీఆర్ లివింగ్ in that type of world now. So you have to be extra careful. You can't say that my grandmother didn't do it, she ate whatever was on the table. No, this is different now.